What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. For those who are new here, hello and welcome. And for all of my returning subscribers, hey. So today I wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse of the garden. It is the 4th of April here in Central Ohio. And a lot of things are changing really fast. So I wanted to get this garden tour in because I kind of want to have physical record of what's happening. And then it's just been a little minute, so let's take a walk. Starting up on my deck, I have this little pop-up greenhouse here that I picked up from Aldi's. I have my tomatoes, my peppers, eggplants, basils, and nasturtiums, and all of the flowers here. A lot of these really need to be planted out, mostly the flowers. But the tomatoes have been hardening off for a little while. The peppers, I have been trying to get acclimated to natural sunlight. Eventually, they will be outside of these tent or this greenhouse here, but it has been cold. So this week, we have had the crappiest weather. Like, I want to say it got as low as like 32. So I was really hoping that things would be looking up. I mean, as of like 2 weeks ago, but it didn't, because I want to say in my last tour, I was like, yeah, in about a week or so, I'll be able to plant things out. That was a lie. So I'm hoping right now, the 10-day forecast, a bee is at me. The 10-day forecast is looking pretty good. So I feel like I'll at least be able to get my tomatoes in the ground, and I need to start sprinkling all of these flowers out and about. Yeah, so now let's go on ahead. Oh, this is another thing. I almost forgot about these guys. More flowers, my leeks. I need to gift those. I keep forgetting. And these are the squash and cucumbers that I started. Y'all, look how pathetic they look. These, I don't know. I might go on ahead and just stick them in the ground and see what happens, but I'm also going to just direct sow all of these things, including my okra. I want to say this soil was kind of contaminated because I did find some little squirmy things in there, eel. So yeah, I might end up having to just direct sow all of these things, which is fine, but I am going to stick them in the ground anyways, just to see what'll happen. And like I said, all of those are flowers. So now let's go. Quick update on my bulbs here. I have some dahlias popping up. My one and only canna popped up. I'm really hoping that these two make a comeback. And I did not poke holes in this container, so this ginger here is just swimming, but you know, it is what it is. A quick stop on the side of my deck. I have all of these pots filled with herbs and other things. I had this little boxwood in a planter. It looks really pathetic right now, but I'm hoping that it makes a comeback. I see some green in there, so I'm hopeful. I'm thinking I'm just going to trim this back pretty hardcore, and hopefully I'll have a nice little boxwood situation. Don't worry about the grass, it's a hot mess. Then I have these two peony pots here. I just need to relocate these. I'm thinking about putting them on my fence line over there. I don't know, we'll see what happens. We have some yarrow. Right now I have nothing in these two pots. My peppermint here is looking good. This echinacea is filling out nicely. This was my bay leaf, which might be a wrap. I don't know what those are. Might just be a weed. Like I said, nothing in here. This pot used to be my thyme. I was hoping that it would come back, but nothing happening there. My lemon balm is looking amazing. I also have a little borage in there as well. Oh, there's a second one in there as well. I'll probably end up transplanting those. I also have lemon balm in the ground. Nothing in this pot here. This was my fig. I don't see any hope of this coming back, which kind of makes me sad, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then this here, I believe I have a tag. Let's hope I have a tag. Valerian, very fragrant, but this is a herb. I picked this up. We have an event in my community called Herb Day, and they always have a ton of different types of herbs. I picked that up last year, and it is much taller, bushier, happier. Then down here we have our chive plant, which I am beginning to get flowers on, which makes me super excited, so I can sprinkle those in salads and things. Here we have some anise hyssop. This filled out tremendously. This was like a volunteer, and I had cucumbers in this pot, like the little pickle bush cucumber in here last year. Obviously that's not going to happen again because that guy seems to be happy. So yeah, that's what's happening on the deck, or the side of the deck. All right, it turned out to be such a beautiful day, which makes me so happy because like I said, it's been crappy outside, so I'm excited to be here. And look at this beauty. Drop down. This is my collard green. Well, let's start from the top. All right, my green stalks are looking great. My herbs are filling out. I really need to harvest some of this lettuce here. Got some Swiss chard. Believe this is dill. I don't know what that is anymore because my daughter took the tag off. More Swiss chard. This is the chervil, which it kind of took a hit when I first transplanted it out, but it's getting some nice green growth going on here. And the strawberries, I don't know what happened. They're gone. I don't know. They did not survive, which kind of sucks, but yeah, that's how that green stalk is looking. Let's wander over here to this one. Of course, the oregano is busting. This was one of the lettuce starts that were pretty neglected, but looks very happy. Marjoram here, parsley, more lettuce, thyme, and this strawberry looked to be surviving, thriving, and surviving. Let's hope it continues to do so I can get some strawberries. I'm honestly thinking about just purchasing a flat full of strawberries because I really want a nice strawberry harvest this year. I've never gotten a really good harvest of strawberries, so that is on my to-do list, or to buy list rather. But yeah, we have something, a little surprise something down. All right, so in this bed here, which is where we planted all of our fall greens, I have this volunteer gladiola, which it looks like it multiplied. I don't know how I missed it when I was digging the rest of them up, but yeah, I'm just gonna let that be right there. This here I just planted out, which is some cosmos, and my pansies are still hanging on. The cabbages not quite heading up yet. Red cabbage is always a little slow, but they look good. And then we have some volunteer cilantro here, which I am going to continue to let it go because the cilantro. And then my fennel, which I just kind of randomly popped in here. Looks like somebody was having a good time in here. These are looking pretty good. And then, like I already showed you guys, this collard green is going to seed, and I'm just letting it because I don't need to put anything in its place right now. That is also another collard green that is coming back. And then all of these kales, these guys ended up popping back up, which this one's not going to seed. This one is starting to bolt and go to seed. Let me step in here. This guy is hanging on as well, but this one is also going to seed, which is fine because I mean at this point they're going to be really bitter. And then my rhubarb is looking excellent as well. Oh, is it flowering? Let me run around. I have never seen this before, so I guess this makes sense. It's been a while since I've had this plant and I've never really harvested from it, but it looks like it is going to flower. And so I'm just going to let it because I honestly don't know what else to do. It's the peak right here. These potato bags are looking good. You can see it got a little bit of frost damage. Like I said, we had some pretty cold nights, so that's what that is. But all in all, they look pretty happy. I did fold the sides of these down, so I probably could go on ahead and put a little bit of soil in there to keep these nice and deep. So I will just pop this up just as a reminder to myself. And then let's just go on ahead and tour this back bed. Here goes the other potato bag here, same thing. A little bit of frost damage, but that's all right. And then all of my bok choy has gone to seed, which I'm not mad at. Like, I kind of knew that it would eventually because it always goes to seed pretty fast. But I do have this one beautiful one, but it looks like it's wanting to go to seed as well. So I am going to harvest this and add it into my lunch after this tour. But yeah, the pollinators are loving these guys. I hear them buzzing about. Licky, licky. You go, boy. Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. All right, moving down. My carrot seeds all came up. They look absolutely amazing. Makes me really excited. My 2 Napa cabbages are sizing up nicely. I'm really hoping that I get a full head from the situation. So here in this bed, it will eventually be pretty shaded out because of all the trees that I have that kind of grow over them, which is perfect because, like I said, the Napa cabbage tends to like it when it's a lot cooler outside, or at least not as sunny. So I'm hoping that the shadier area will keep it from bolting, because I really want to have my own Napa cabbage to make some kimchi. But yeah, let's get back up in here because we got some more fun stuff. All right, we have all of these beets here looking amazing. And then looky here, my celery is making a comeback. I thought that they were going to be complete goners, but they decided to come on back, come on through. And then looky, right next to it, I had potatoes in this bed last year and I thought that I dug them all up, but apparently not. So I have a sprout there, a couple of sprouts over there, over here, and this little guy here. So I'm actually hoping, oh, I can just pull this one up. It's itty bitty little sprout. I'm hoping that they don't take over this spot because obviously here I also have my leeks, but we'll just see what happens. Leeks tend to grow a little bit more shallow, so I'm hoping that the potatoes being there don't cause an issue. All right, we're just gonna hop over here to this side. This is my blackberry bush, and I did a hard prune on this baby, as you can see, but I don't see any sign of life peeking through as of right now. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I did not kill this baby off. I don't know. Anyways, into this bed, of course, we have all of our snap peas here, which they are sizing up pretty nicely. I'm positive that I will actually get some snap peas because I was really thinking that I wasn't going to get any because of how hot it was for a little while, but obviously it cooled down and now they're like, all right, we good. Looks stunning. Then down here we have our one single little baby kohlrabi, which that might end up just going to seed. We'll see what happens. And then here we have another patch of beets that I put in. These are sizing up nicely. What is this? I don't know what that is. And then my patch of chamomile, no flowers yet. I'm hoping to see some coming through really soon. And then I did have a hollyhock back here, and I'm hoping that it makes a comeback, but we'll see what happens. And then I did pop in those tulip bulbs, so we have a little bit of foliage action. I'm hoping next year they'll do better. And then lastly, this bed. So back here we popped in those miscellaneous greens. I still believe those are collards, a mustard, and then I went on ahead and put my rosemary that I started from seed here on the corner. And then I have some comfrey coming back, but I will be pulling that up. My cabbages are looking okay. I really hope that they would have had a lot more growth, being that I bought these as starts, but you know, it is what it is. The onions are looking absolutely amazing, getting some nice growth and size on them. I will be trimming these down probably here pretty soon. I feel like in the next couple weeks they're gonna really sprout up, but we'll see. And then I have another Cosmo that I popped in right there. And yeah, of course the garlic that I put on each side there as well. I almost forgot to show you guys. We've got some blueberries coming on these bushes here. I was really concerned that they weren't going to make a comeback. I pruned them back pretty hard, and then also I transplanted them into this spot pretty early on in the season, so we'll see what ends up happening. I think I will have to wrap them up, which is why this little trellis situation is going to work out well for me to put like a net over this so all the birds don't eat up all the berries. I want blueberries this year, Dad wanted, so I'll do whatever I need to do to get them, but I'm happy with how they are looking. And then over here, so when I filled up these beds initially, I put like rotted hay at the bottom of this bed, and then I used like an organic soil mix, just like straight out of a bag from the garden store. And I felt like it was like very like woody. It was a lot of like bigger woody sticks in here, and because of that I feel like everything in this bed has been stunted because it's like kind of nitrogen deficient. So what I think I'm going to do is like give this bed a really good feed of fish emulsion, and hopefully these things will come back. But right now nothing's dead, it's just like extremely stunted. But let me tell you. So yeah, we have the onions here. You can see the lettuce, it has done nothing. So these were planted at the same time like some of the other lettuces were, and I mean nothing. Like I said, very deficient, behind on everything. I ended up putting in 2 little mustard plants here. I have, oh, they are still here. Okay, the carrots are slowly developing. Like I said, I think with a little bit of help of the fish emulsion, everything will kind of like catch up to speed, because obviously radishes are fast growing and these radishes are going slow as shit. So yeah, that's what's happening over here. So that is pretty much it for this garden tour. Like I said, hopefully I will be able to plant things out really soon. I have a couple of things that I will be adding into the garden, which I will bring you guys along on that journey. It's been like at least 2 weeks since I've done a video at all, really. So like, I mean, I just wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse before we move forward and get into things, before y'all are like, wait a minute, that did not look like that the last time I seen her. This is for you guys. And like I said, for my records too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure that you go on ahead and hit this with a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I thank you guys so much for stopping by. I wish you health, wealth, and prosperity. And until the next time, peace.